Yo, we lit, we live, Skol Gang in the house, hosted by D-Roy, you know we about. Colin and Moneyapple bringing that fire, Vikings pride, we never tire. In the land of the purple, we rep all day, Skol Gang 365, that's how we play. Football season's here, you know the drill, so kick back tight as we keep it real. Rumors flying high, breaking news on the line, from the dome to the field. Vikings gonna shine, we're not worried about the Bears, Lions or the Pack, just a Viking ship sailing, ain't no looking back. Fuck the Bears, fuck the Lions, fuck the Packers too. If you're with the Skol Gang, then you know we coming through. Get your Viking news and rumors here first. In D-Roy's lair, yeah, we quench that thirst. Catch us in the locker room, scheming on a play. Colin got the stats, knows the game like a ballet. Pop us in the zone, brings the heat like a blast.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
What is going on? Welcome to Skol Gang 365. I'm your host, Darren. First preseason game is in the wraps, ladies and gentlemen. Vikings get their first preseason W. Yes, it's only preseason, but I'm still excited anyways because it's the Vikings and they fucking won a game. And I got to see what I had outside of starters, so it was a great game. What's going on, Colin?
Nothing much. How you doing, Darren?
Pretty good. So I'm watching the Twins.
How's that going with our major league squad going on right now with I need to wear a name tag Twins?
I was watching those it was like 1-0
Twins are winning? Wow. Okay.
Royals.
The Royals? Oh, okay. I mean, we're not supposed to win, so it doesn't matter. So.
Yeah, we're auctioning everybody off, supposedly, so the poll odds have some money, so, you know, they can do whatever they want.
Right. Those tight wads. Those tight wads can suck it. I'm done with them ordering the team. So maybe Ziggy will buy them just to keep everybody in house.
Or maybe A-Rod will stick it to the Yanks.
Sure, that'd be fine too, as long as they don't move them. I don't care.
But yeah, anyways, I liked what I saw out of our secondary.
Yeah.
It was preseason, but I mean, it just goes to show you like what we got at depth. Like when they're talking to Jefferson on the sidelines, he was talking about how he's been picking Rodgers' brain, and he said he likes what he's been seeing out of our secondary. He said it's improved much.
Yeah, I mean, I know we're getting a lot of hate on everybody with McCarthy about like, oh, he's looking tentative in practice. I honestly think that it's more of a ploy to have Flores and that defense go after him like it would be a normal regular season game. I mean, I don't think they're going to get him killed, but I think he wants to put every kind of look, every kind of pass protection, every kind of blitz pickup. I think that a lot of that has to deal with, giving him experience even in practice. So I think he looked good in his one series. I think that the secondary and the defense as a whole, I mean, if you look at like the pass rush, good Lord, Gabe Murphy, I mean, the interior pass rush, I mean, they are the strength of this team could be the defense. I'm just putting it out there. I think Jordan Mason ran like a wrecking ball like I thought he would. And the kid, I don't know who the third string was, but the guy with the fro, I can't remember who it was at the end of the game. He was running hard too. I don't know his name off the top of my head, but he looked good. I mean, they look good. They look solid. I mean, they had some lapses, but but the secondary took advantage of mistakes, and they looked a hell of a lot better than the Detroit Lions did. So, I mean, I'll take 20-10 again. That's fine by me. I mean, McCarthy looked solid. Yeah, there we go. McCarthy looked solid in his series. Jordan Mason looked how I knew he would. It's almost a double-edged sword watching Addison and JJ's chemistry, because I love seeing it. But the fact that we're not going to see it for the first 3 weeks is a little bit of a tease. So I think, especially with what happened with Rondale Moore, I think he's done. I think he tore his ACL on that hip drop tackle. But
was he supposed to compete for a roster spot?
Punt returning, yes. He was punt return. He was kick returner, punt returner 1. So now you got to put a little bit more of the pressure. I almost feel like it kind of takes the pressure off of Ty Felton a little bit, because I think if they were to go and get a veteran third wide receiver, I think it gives Felton the proper hold on a second. Sorry, I gotta get back to you guys. Hold on. I'm gonna mute for a second. You guys talk.
All right. Ripen, ain't ripen.
Yeah.
I had to do a double. But yeah, with Rondell Moore, he was our punt returner. I think now that's going to slot Lucky Jackson in as our punt returner.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Yep.
Or maybe even Ty Chandler.
I think Ty Chandler. I think he gets practice squad or fucking the fucking discount double boot.
Yeah, I was very impressed with Brosmer. I was.
Dude, all of his throws were just like, it was just like flawless, like right on the money.
It seemed fluid. He's
not forcing it. He's just taking his time going through all his reads.
Yeah. So does this leave Ripen on the inside looking out, or outside looking in?
I think he's practice squad, because you can't leave a guy like Brosmer on the waivers, because he's gonna get snagged right away.
Yeah, Ripen's gonna go to waivers. I think Brosmer's gonna go to practice squad, just because we need that roster spot open for Addison's somewhat replacement. Or does Lucky Jackson do double duty?
I don't know. You think?
Sorry, our fire alarm was going off. Sorry about that.
What have I told you about burning pizzas again?
All right, I haven't even started it yet. I don't even know what it was. Sorry.
So,
what do you think about Lucky Jackson doing double duty?
Doing what? Like doing punt returning or what?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, has he ever punt returned? I mean, Felton did it in college, so like, to me, I think part of the reason why they got him was because of his ability to do that in college.
Also, do we send Brosmer into quarterback 3? Because I'm saying quarterback 3, and you just send Rippin in the practice squad.
Yes, 100%. I think it, because my thing is this. I mean, if Brosmer has another good performance in a preseason game, or if he does well in both, somebody's going to pick him up. Like, if we put Rippin on the practice squad or made him available, nobody's going to pick him up. If you put Brosmer on the attempt to do that, somebody is going to snag that guy 100%. So you got to keep.
Fuck that.
You got to keep Brosmer in the house.
I'd rather use Howell as fucking trade bait.
I mean, I wouldn't go too far on that. I mean, Howell didn't look bad. He looked okay. I mean, I had my reservations about him, but he looked pretty good.
Where I'm going with it is to use Howell you ship them to Indy, and then you get one of those receivers on the bottom of Pittman.
Yeah. I mean, why not just sign Amari Cooper? Why not just sign Amari Cooper? Like, he's available. Like, just sign Amari. You don't have to give up any picks. You don't have to give up any players. Just kind of like how Kwesi does it with those UDFAs. Like, just make a solid offer to him. Like,
Well,
I would be down on
that for Alec Pierce, man.
Yeah, but you have to trade something for him, though. I mean, that's my thing. Like, you'd have to trade something for me. And Thielen would be the only receiver that I would trade something for. Thielen is it. Thielen has been in the system. He's a Minnesota guy. I'm sure he wants to finish his career with Minnesota. I'd be willing to trade a pick to get Thielen, whether it's a 6th or a 7th rounder. I would be fine with that for a year. I just with Addison being out, and I think part of it too with Thielen is he's been working out with McCarthy at Woodbury High School. Like, he's been working out with him, so he has some familiarity with him. So, yeah.
I don't know about this.
I don't know about Job being on the line, but Dallas he definitely needs to burst, because, I mean, Gabe Murphy looked really good. Gabe Murphy looked really good. So I definitely think that there is some validity to Dallas Turner definitely trying to step up, but I don't think they'll give up on him quite that quick. I mean, Dallas did have a couple of sacks last year. You can't help the fact that you're behind Grenard and Van Ginkel. Like, those guys were both Pro Bowlers, so there's not much you can do about that.
Also, this goes to show you, like, how long our depth is at that position.
Yeah, I mean, and D-line too. Like, I love seeing, like, Levi Drake Rodriguez. I like seeing who's the other kid? Redmond. Yeah, I mean, I like seeing those guys in there. Like, seeing those second teamers really do well. I think they got to work a little bit. I think they have to work on their run defense a little bit more. So I feel like definitely Houston got some pretty nice big gap running plays. So I think I mean, and it's the backup, so I'm not like holding him to the same standard, but you know, I would have liked to see them being a little bit more competitive there. But I mean, as a whole, the Vikings look good. I was very happy with Big Leg Bill knocking through those kicks. I don't think there's any controversy there. I liked Addison looked amazing. I mean, his chemistry with McCarthy that's legit. And Brosmer really, he looked good. Like, he was, some of those throws, man, he was putting them pin. And then I know it's backups and whatever, but like, Brosmer's a UDFA. Like, this isn't like, you know, we drafted this kid in the 4th round and we're expecting him to do something. Like, nobody, I don't think anybody expected anything out of Brosmer. So to see him really look solid and very confident throwing the ball was really refreshing to see.
They were highlighting him in college before the Gophers picked him up. They're talking about him in New Hampshire, how it was like really unheard of seeing a guy who was a freshman take the starting job in college.
Yeah, I mean, he's smart. Like, he's really intelligent about going for the right reads, knowing when to throw them away. Like, he has a really good eye for the field, and I would never try to have him squeak him on the practice squad, because somebody will take him. It's a 100% guarantee. I mean, if I was a team that was looking for a backup, or if I was looking for even a 3rd stringer, I would. I mean, from what I just saw today, I'm like, yeah, Brett Rippon's expendable. So,
I mean, can we send Rippon down to Carolina and with like I'd say like
we'll never get Adam Thielen for Brett Rippon if that's where you're going with that. There's no way. He had 1,000 yards. Thielen had 1,000 yards receiving last year. There is no way a 4th quarterback is going for him.
So they're going to take Rippon and they're going to take a 4th round pick.
Rippon and a 4th rounder for Thielen? No, you can just trade a 6th or a 7th rounder for Thielen. No. You could get, I mean, Thielen's got about a year left, and I think honestly, with Carolina, I feel like if they're not having a good start to the season, I think they wouldn't. I think they do Thielen a service and trade him if he wanted to, and I think Minnesota would be the one spot where you go. And I'm fine, and I would be fine with bringing Thielen back. So
I got something for you guys. You got to let me know now.
Okay.
What you want me to ask Quasey, because I will be speaking to him on Monday at training camp.
What do you want me to ask?
If there's anything you guys want me to ask him?
This isn't an ask. This is a request. Quasi, please watch the University of Minnesota and watch a safety by the name of Coy Parrish. Please do not screw it up and draft Jeff Gladney over Antoine Winfield Jr. Watch Coy Parrish. He will be the guy that walks in and takes Harrison Smith's spot and puts Parrish next to Metellus for the next 10 years. Please watch Coy Parrish. Please, for the love of God. And watch Darius Taylor too, the running back.
Yes.
We made good with Brosmer. Let's make sure we lock up some of these kids from the University of Minnesota. I get that, we've gone and passed them up in the past. Coy Parrish could be the Indiana Jones of our defense if we have him back there. Like, he is a monster. So yeah, tell him that.
Okay. Yeah, because
if we're
and go after Amari Cooper.
If we're talking about bringing in receivers, we could always bring in Tyler Johnson too. He's available.
I guess I'd be okay with that. Is he's not on a team or what?
He's been floating around practice squads.
He does have a Super Bowl ring, so I guess I wouldn't be totally opposed to that.
His rookie season got a Super Bowl ring and got a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
He did. I do remember that. What a year for him. Boy, the irony of him playing his last game with the Gophers at Tampa Stadium and having a huge game and then getting drafted by the Bucks and then going to the Super Bowl and winning with Tom Brady. What a hell of a year that is for him. What a hell of a year that was.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. I think you Matt, you put that with Brosmer and JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, I mean, Brosmer maybe down the road, whether it's a trade. I mean, maybe we're doing what Cleveland's trying to do with their 8 quarterbacks that they have in house, which is trying to create draft capital by picking up a bunch of guys and playing them, even though really, I mean, I'll tell you what, Shedeur Sanders looked awfully good. I'm sorry, he looked good.
So did Jackson Dart.
We'll see on Jackson Dart. We'll see. He didn't look bad, but I mean, there's a big difference. He's a first rounder who wasn't supposed to go in the first rounder. Shedeur was supposed to go in the top 10, and he got to the 5th. There's a big difference there. So, but Cleveland is Cleveland. You never know what they might do. So, you know how that is. But I mean, for a first game, I saw a lot of good stuff. They looked awesome.
Yeah. Our defense really looked good.
Although the one knack I had was the injury of what the fuck was that guy's name?
Rondell Moore.
The center that went down.
Jurgens didn't get hit, did he?
Oh, well, it wasn't him. Fuck.
Oh, the third stringer?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, it's a third string center. I mean,
Zeke Correll.
Yes.
Nobody likes to see injuries. I mean, I felt bad for Rondale Moore because, I mean, they were really expecting some things from him. But honestly, his career might be over. Not going to lie. I mean, that's like 3 catastrophic injuries in a row. So it's too bad. He had a lot of potential coming out of Purdue. I think he was a 2nd-round pick with the Cardinals, and he had a really good game against the Vikings a couple of years ago. But yeah, it's kind of sad to see him go down. But on the same token, I feel like it does, again, as much as some of you don't want to believe it, opens up the market for us getting a veteran. The more of an urgency to get a veteran wide receiver.
Right. Yeah, and it's still in his 5th year. Rondell Moore, this was his 5th year.
Yeah,
Yep.
and he's been hurt 3 of them. So, yeah, it's a shame because I liked him coming out of Peru. I thought he had a lot of potential, but injuries happen. So
I'll tell you one thing that's been a plus. Jeff Okudah.
yeah, he made some play. I don't know who this Valahassi is or whoever this guy was. He was pretty Johnny on the spot today too. 2 picks in 1 game, not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, one of them was tipped right to him, but the other one wasn't a bad read. So the ball hawking nature is definitely something. And Okudah, it's never been about his talent. It's about him being healthy. So if he can stay healthy, I mean, you got a starting slot corner in him with the potential. I mean, the guy was the 3rd overall pick at one point. So he's got that 1st round potential. He's got the intangibles to do it. He just has to stay healthy.
Yeah. Earlier on the Valhalla Hour, I came up with a nickname for Okudah, kind of as a throwback to his time in the Lions. Okudah Matata.
Oh, God. Let's not bring too much in from the Lions aspect because, you got these Lions fans in here who, they're good for the first time in 50 years, and they act like they've been this sort of juggernaut powerhouse for years and years and years. So let's not give them too much credit. And they got roasted by a rookie quarterback at home in the playoffs last year.
What happens is when they do their pregame celebrations, he comes out dressed wearing the Viking fucking the coat, and then he's just got the lion fur of a fucking he's got 2 lion heads on his fucking shoulder. Yep, my past is dead.
Now, I actually brought this up to a couple of my friends, and I thought, man, if the Vikings defense is as scary as they are, what I would love to see happen that first game is when the first game at home, when the Vikings defense comes out, they cut the lights and they play the theme song from Halloween when they come out of the field. How cool would that be? And just having flashing white lights and having these guys run out there. Oh, scare the shit out of me. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, they need to bring the fire back.
Yeah, they do.
That's happening.
I don't think it's happening.
I don't think that's happening. But I'm telling you, dude, have it be almost like the Game of Thrones, when the Ice Walkers were coming out. Have Mike Myers theme song playing and have kind of lighting the Ice Walkers coming out from the tunnel. That would be sweet.
Mm-hmm.
That's just, what do I know?
Or they need for the defense, they need to do some intro from either the show the Vikings or something of that stature for them guys.
I'd be okay with it. I'm just saying darkness, scary. We want teams to be afraid of that defense, and there's plenty there to be afraid of. So it could be a very interesting season. The secondary, again, was something that I was worried about, but it looks like they've kind of got it figured out. And honestly, the depth doesn't look like a problem either. So, I mean, and I know it's just 1 game, and I know it's against Houston. I know, but I mean, some of it's just built in confidence. Again, they're running vanilla offense out there, both teams were. They weren't running anything crazy that they'd be running in the regular season. And a lot of the passes were dump downs and check downs and tight end stuff. But McCarthy was going down the field to Addison. That's his boy.
I mean, some of it just makes sense, you know. Last year we just happened to get the best of the Texans, and you know, history repeats itself this year. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have the Texans number for sure.
Yeah.
I think also that with us playing the AFC North, I think the schedule makers were in our favor, and I think our willingness to play overseas, I think, is going to end up benefiting us in the long run, because you're playing Pittsburgh and Cleveland on neutral sites 2 weeks in a row. I think that's a big advantage for us, and that gives us going into a bye week right before we play a big game against the Eagles in week 7. So, you know, if we can come out of it at minimum 3-2, at max, hell, we beat Cincinnati 5-0. I mean, Cincinnati's defense is not breaking down any doors to me. So if they can put that pressure on Burrow and kind of, you know, corral him enough, I mean, I think our offense can beat that defense. There's nothing that impressive about Cincinnati's defense. That's the one game in the first 5 that I'm like, yeah, I could see us losing that one. But the rest of them, the 2 matchups overseas, Chicago at Chicago, those are 3 winnable games. It's Cincinnati, and who's the other one we play to start? Is it Atlanta, or who is it?
Atlanta's home opener.
Atlanta's home opener.
Home opener against Atlanta. I mean, I think Atlanta's a beatable team too. So if we go in 4-1 and 5 or 5-0 going into that bye, like, buckle up, you know, because then you got to play the hard part of the schedule. So, but that's how you win. I mean, we get Baltimore in Minnesota, we get Cincy in Minnesota, Philly in Minnesota.
We always match up well with Baltimore, like every game, and it's
We
like,
do.
and it's like from what I've seen, it's just like, yeah, it may be like regular season, but I mean, these guys are like playing like it's like a playoff game.
Well, you got to play like it's a playoff game, because ideally, are you trying to say the Steelers are an easy win? I'm not saying the Steelers are an easy win. I'm saying the fact that we're not playing them in Pittsburgh makes it a more level playing field. I'm not saying the Steelers are an easy win. I'm saying that it's a more winnable game not playing them it's Heinz Field. I don't care what joke of a team that bought the sponsorship is, whatever, the bank field, whatever, I don't care. Not playing them in Pittsburgh and not playing Cleveland, it levels the playing field and makes it a more attainable win for Minnesota.
My favorite game that we had against the Ravens was that snow game we had with them.
Oh God. It was like 10-7, and both teams scored like 40 points in 2 minutes or something like that. That was a crazy end to that game.
Yes.
We got robbed on that one too, because we had that pick and they called it back for like offsides or something. And we weren't offside. Like that sucked, but that was a hell of a finish though. I think it was Cordero Patterson had a really long catch. I think Jacoby Jones had a kick return I think Gerhardt had a long touchdown play. That was a crazy end of that game for sure.
If we can get a more modern version of that this year.
Well, it's in Minnesota, so we're not going to be slipping around too much, at least. So
we'll just tell them to open up the roof.
They can't open up the roof. What are you talking about?
We'll make an exception.
Make exception? Well, I don't know. You don't want any of the lawmakers in Minnesota getting up in arms about that, so you don't need that. But
you guys are not allowed to play outside. It's the winter.
I think a lot of people say that we lost part of our home field advantage when we left the Met and went inside, but there might be an element of truth to that. But
Do you really think that? Because I've heard US Bank Stadium, I've heard the Dome get so loud. Those indoor venues are our strongest allies. Not the weather,
Well, I
not
mean,
anything else.
we made 4 Super Bowls playing at the Met, so
In the
you know,
real
results sometimes matter
in
too.
in the cold too, because I mean, before Green Bay got dubbed the frozen tundra or whatever, fucking Minnesota was like right up there. When it came
Yeah, I mean, 4 Super Bowls in the '70s. I mean, from '61 to '77, we in 16 years we made 4 Super Bowls, and we're in the NFC Championship game a lot. So I
in the
think we used it to our advantage. We drafted the team to our advantage, and I think now with McCarthy, assuming we keep him upright, like I think we finally have got our quarterback that this is our guy. This is a guy we drafted, cultivated, kept the coaching staff together. Like this is our guy, and we're rolling with it. So
I kind of wished like when they were like getting the idea of building U.S. Bank Stadium that they would have been like, hey, you know what, we're just gonna go back to tradition. We're gonna play outside, but no, I didn't get my wish.
I think it would have been more likely we would have played outside if we would have gone out to like can't remember where it was. Was it Forest Lake or where were they? Where were they talking about East Metro? Where were they trying to build in it?
Anoka County.
Noka County. Okay.
Arden Hills.
I think I think if we would because that was like where like the prison was, right?
No, that was where
No.
the old army
Army barracks?
Yeah, the Army Artillery.
yeah.
Okay.
The Army Artillery Factory was there.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
still available.
yeah, I mean, I think if they would have moved out to Arden Hills, I think there would have been more of a push to maybe either do outdoor or have a retractable roof. But I think with it being in downtown Minneapolis at the site of the Metrodome, I think that might have been why they didn't want to do the retractable. I think with it being so close to downtown and with all of the buildings, I think that would have played a little bit of havoc on things. So
Right.
See, if we went out to Arlington, they should have just said no fucking roof at all. Fucking open.
Iron Man. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it does play a role. I mean, I think the team might have been drafted. I think getting Jordan Mason, though, if we have to play on the road, man, Jordan Mason could be a big weapon. That guy, I mean, they're even talking about it in practice. Like even the Vikings defenders don't want to tackle that guy. Like he is a load. So again, like I said, I thought that was the sneakiest pickup we had was Jordan Mason.
What did you think of Mekhi Blackman today?
I didn't see a ton of them. I mean,
Yeah, I didn't either.
I think they're probably babying him a little bit just to make sure that they're not having a Rondale Moore kind of a thing happen with him, having it be his first action. I think you'll probably see him a little bit more in the second and third games. But yeah, I mean, the unique secondary has got some depth. And like I told you before, Darren, like it's not that we necessarily need a big number one guy. Like Byron Murphy's fine. I mean, he made the Pro Bowl. Like he might not be like Mr. Shutdown, Sauce Gardner, Champ Bailey, Charles Woodson, but if he can hold people accountable and if he can, make plays when plays are presented to him, and as long as they can tackle, like I think Isaiah Rodgers is a really interesting piece too. Like if you got those guys in Akuda, then you have Blackman and McLaughlin backing up. Like they've got some very unknown, unique depth in that secondary.
I think the only area which I'd say I'd bring in another body is in that safety room. That's it.
Right.
Yeah. I wouldn't be stunned. I mean, is that Justin Simmons still available? I mean, how much he cost? I mean, I would rather have a third wide receiver than a veteran safety, but
I think with the money you got, you can do both.
Yeah. I mean, an affordable veteran and Amari Cooper. Then I'm good. Finally have Brian O'Neill restructure his contract, free up another $10 million. Bang! There's $20 million that we can spend. So, yeah, I mean, I can't accentuate enough, especially with Moore going down. I can't accentuate enough us getting a veteran wide receiver.
We're getting
the first 5 games of the season, to me, that's a winnable 4 games. And we need to get off to a fast start. And I think even when Addison comes back in 4, and I've already seen enough of Addison and McCarthy to be comfortable with that connection. And having JJ obviously there for the start of the season, I mean, you got Jefferson, you got Addison. If you could get another veteran wide receiver to just kind of ease the transition with Naylor and with Felton, I think that would be big. I think we need to win those games early. Because we have to have a sense of urgency when it comes to the first 5 games of the season. To me, we need to go at 4-1, 5-0. I think we need to do that because that gives us a lot more of a runway to when we get a lot of these 50-50 games against division opponents, 50-50s against, some of the better teams on our schedule. Like, we need to have a few games in hand to be able to, take a loss or 2.
I agree.
Yeah. It's weird. The middle part of our schedule has 3 of the 4 AFC North teams that we're going to face.
Mm-hmm. We face them early. That's good.
Yeah. It kind of has me a little worried. I mean, it's 3 possibly cakewalk teams, but then we'll face Murderers Row later on. The Eagles, the Ravens.
Commanders.
Yeah, Commanders is down the line, but it's going
to be. I want to be ready for that Eagles game. I want to be ready for that Eagles game. I mean, that's the big one. Like, if we can, even if we don't win, if we put a good showing out there and show that we're not going to get pushed around by them, and kind of, I think that's the Eagles game is our statement game. Like, if we start out 4-1 or 5-0, that Eagles game, because I remember the Favre team. I remember we played at Pittsburgh, and that was kind of I think we were 5-0 or 6-0 going into Pittsburgh, and I think we ended up losing that game. But we played them really hard, and I think if we can do kind of the same thing with Philly in Week 7. If we can play hard and stick with them and not bend and not break, I think that's going to be a true sign of how far this team can go this year.
I think so too.
Because McCarthy looks confident, and as long, again, and I've said this many times, as long as we don't let's not play fantasy football, Jalen Hurts gets no respect because he doesn't put up fantasy football stats. Like, he doesn't throw for 300+ yards and throws 2, 3, 4 touchdowns. I mean, he runs the ball. They play ball control and they play to win. Like, maybe he won't have as huge as stats. Like, that's the kind of plan and attitude that I want to see the Vikings have. Who cares about McCarthy throwing for, let Cowherd and all those guys talk about Darnold and talk about, Justin Herbert and all these guys who throw up these huge stats. Like, that's fine. Herbert's never won a playoff game. To let him talk about Trevor Lawrence, let him talk about Caleb Williams. Go ahead, let him talk about stats. I want wins. I want wins, and and not only do I want wins, I want to, even in the games that we don't win, I want us to leave the field. A buddy of mine's a 49ers fan, and he said one of the things that he said that made the 49ers such a tough team over those last couple of years with Greenlaw and with Hufanga and Bosa and all those guys. When those teams played the 49ers, the other team would leave hurt.
Yes.
Like, I want the Vikings to be that team. I want the Vikings defense to beat them up. I want the run game to beat up the other defense. Like, I want Mason. I want Jones. I want Hawkinson. I want those guys beating Oliver. I want these guys beating the other team up.
Yes, 100%.
You want to have that sense of we're killing the other team's will to compete. That's what I want from the Vikings.
Yeah. I also want us to be able to have teams that give the sports writers shit burgers every single game. They doubt us every time we take that damn field. And I love dishing out the shit burgers.
Perfect. Yeah. I'm with you on it. Like the so-called experts who are like, oh my God, the Bears got Joe Thuney. Oh my God, they got Grudalman. Oh my God, they got Ben Johnson. Lear, let's do a little history lesson here. So Ben Johnson's never been a head coach on any level. He's a great offensive mind. You know who else was a really great offensive mind? Josh McDaniels. How did Josh McDaniels work out as a head coach? Let's see, 2-3 stops, never made the playoffs. Sure. Then you have Joe Thuney, who I like to call him Turnstile Thuney. Why would the Chiefs, if they have offensive line problems, just let him walk when he's their second best offensive lineman? You think they may have wanted to keep him? They want to use the whole salary thing, or they want to keep Patrick Mahomes upright? Oh yeah, we can get a pick for him because we know he's on the regress. Sorry, that's just the way I see it with him. Dahlman wasn't that great of a center. Dahlman wasn't that great of a center. Right, Rahman. What's his name? The center from Atlanta that went to the Bears?
Drew Dahlman.
Drew Dahlman. I'm sorry, didn't Cousins end up in his ass like a lot last year? So the Mr. Chris Collinsworth and his PFF, mirage, have him ranked so high. I'm like,
or how he likes throwing out there. Oh, they went out and they got a solid guy, Jonah Jackson. I'm sorry.
You mean a guy who was cut by Detroit? Yeah, okay, yeah, that Jonah Jackson, who ended up going to the Rams and went to a mastermind genius coach in Sean McVay that probably made him look a lot better than what he is. But he got paid too, because it's Chicago, and just like Jacksonville, we like giving up overblown contracts. So yeah. So pump the brakes, Bears. I have a bad feel. I mean, you've already got Caleb getting in fights with the throwing net, and that's just practice. So good luck. Good luck, buddy. Good luck. As my hashtag says, maybe it's cabling. So yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely. But I think it'll be a 3-horse race in the North. I think Detroit does. I think we all regress. I think with our schedules with playing AFC North, we don't have that 3 to 4 wins beating the up on the AFC South like we did last year. So all of our records, I think, are going to go down. I think 11 wins the division. And I think the Vikings are fully capable of doing that. And I think that we definitely need to beat Detroit once. I think we have the ability to do it, but we need to beat Detroit. We need to knock them down a peg because I think they're getting a little too big for their britches. So
and they're going to regress big time.
And we need to win our first game on Irish soil.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now, one future question I have. Since we have played back-to-back seasons in the UK, are they going to give us that third year in a row?
This would be a fourth year in a row, actually. If we go next year, it'd be fourth because we played the Saints in Germany the year before that. Remember? Yeah, we played the Saints in Germany like 3 years ago.
Interesting. Somehow I don't remember that.
We did. That was the game where Louis Sean broke his leg.
Oh, that was London.
No, that was Germany. I'm pretty sure it was Germany. I'm pretty sure it was Germany. London was the Jets. Pretty sure London was the Jets. I'm pretty sure that Germany was the Saints. That would have been 3 years ago, I believe. 'Cause 2 years ago we played the Saints.
The Saints in 2022 was the Saints in London at Tottenham Hotspur.
It was London. Well, who do you?
Yeah.
Oh no, we played Cleveland. I think in Germany then.
Yeah.
I think we played Cleveland in Germany then. But who cares? I mean, I honestly, as long as we're not losing a home game, I don't care if we play overseas. I mean, that's an advantage to me. But if we have to play a team and it's their home field and it's overseas, I am down for that. That is fine with me. I mean, I'm not flying over there, but I'm down for it. So
I like it because
Right.
Vikings go over there, they get the job done, they stamp their flag in the ground, and then they keep getting invited back.
I don't think the Vikings have lost overseas. I think they're undefeated. I could be wrong on that. I don't think the Vikings have ever lost a game overseas. Because I mean, I remember I think the first time they played Pittsburgh. I think Castle was the quarterback, and I think we beat Pittsburgh. I know we beat Cleveland. I know we beat the Jets. I know we beat the Saints. I think we're undefeated overseas. I could be wrong. What in the? Okay. I'm sorry, I can't speak Japanese. Sorry, Keishon Ryu.
We actually have played in Germany in the 90s against the Buffalo Bills.
Did we win that?
20-6.
Are we undefeated?
And would you believe it? We've played in Tokyo and won there.
Wow.
When did we play in Tokyo?
1994.
Was Warren Moon the quarterback? I mean, 94. Shoot.
Yeah, Denny Green was the head coach.
Oh, sorry, buddy. I don't speak Creole either. I'm sorry. My bad, Mr. Rue. I don't speak Creole either. Well, you must be a Saints fan. Well, hey, if you're a Saints fan, I would be auctioning off that team, every player. I would have every player on the market to get Arch Manning for next draft. That's where I would be looking.
He's not going to play in he's not going in 26.
Why wouldn't he go?
His grandfather said so. And when Grandpa Manning gets his way, he gets his way.
Yeah, we'll see about that if the Saints have the number 1 pick, though. We will see about that.
So if they're getting rid of people, would you be opposed to bringing in Chris Olave?
I would be a little skittish on that one, mainly because I feel like they'd want more for him, and he's been kind of hurt. I mean, I think Olave and Addison have a similar style. Gotcha. Cool. I think they have a similar style, but Addison has been more available than Olave. I think Olave's got talent, but if I'm the Saints, like, I would pick out maybe 3 or 4 guys that I'm like, okay, we're going to roll with these young guys or play the young guys and see what these guys can do. And then, like, you're talking, and I know you guys were talking about getting a safety, maybe getting a safety help. Who's to say maybe trading a pick for the Honey Badger come trade deadline time might not be the worst thing in the world either.
You can't. He announced his retirement this offseason.
Honey Badger retired?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, I'm not up to date on that stuff, but okay. Well, talk him out of retirement. No, I'm just kidding. I mean,
international.
We don't speak of the name of Jay Cutler around these parts.
I was smoking Jay Cutler.
I don't know.
we played the Bears in Sweden in not like '88, the year I was born, and we beat the Bears in Sweden. So we own them on 2 different countries.
Well, I mean, let's see. Hold on. We've won. The Vikings have won on 3 continents.
Yes.
4. North
4.
America,
4.
North America, Europe. Oh, yeah, you're right. Asia.
I mean, I guess maybe they can sign us up for Brazil next year. I mean, I don't know.
We go to
Argentina, maybe. I don't know.
do we go to Canada? Went over there.
No, Australia. Australia's next.
Oh man. Oh, we better have like a 3-week bye after flying to Australia. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're the world's
Oh, cool.
team.
we're now, if we were playing South Africa, I'd have to draw the line there. I'm sorry. Maybe Morocco. How about that? That's not too far.
No.
Morocco would be cool. Yeah, hey, we win everywhere. What can I say? But we don't win in the Super Bowl, so we gotta remedy that a little bit.
Maybe we can get a game in Spain.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Yeah,
Actually, it would be seriously fun.
Spain would be cool. I think Germany would be cool. Christ, maybe Greece. Greece might be a fun one too. Play in Athens. No, Pakistan, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here, Lower Ward. No way, buddy. Not Pakistan. Now you're pushing it, okay? Now you're pushing it.
We can have the game at Camp Nou. Almost 105,000.
How about Bora Bora? Can we have a game in Bora Bora?
Can we have a game in Costa Rica?
Costa Rica is beautiful, but
just as long as they don't send us to North Korea.
Or can we have a game in Puerto Rico?
Let's not do that. I'm good with that.
Why not?
I live too close to Puerto Rico. Like, no, play it at Disney World. I mean, they need to build a stadium at Disney World anyways. They've got enough room to build 10 stadiums, so.
Oh my God.
Hey, Broski, how about the Bears and the Packers in Iceland? How about that? That work?
The home of the Skol chant. It would work.
They'd be booing both teams. It'd be great.
How about Vikings Lions in Finland?
Finland or Iceland? I mean, we are the official NFL team of Iceland, so
Finland.
I'm pretty sure the whole country of Iceland would be rooting for us in that game for sure.
Finland.
And we'd have the guy Mountain from Game of Thrones probably working the door in Iceland. So that's his team. I remember when he did the Galdahorn the one time. I was like, God, I hope the Galdahorn was okay after that. So, yeah.
Or maybe we just end up getting the Lions and the Bears in Moscow.
Oh,
I don't know. I was thinking maybe Lions and Bears in Baghdad. That'd be an interesting. Maybe in Israel, maybe somewhere in Israel, like that would be a good one.
Oh, you mean like around like the Gaza Strip?
Yeah,
Lions,
you need that extra sense of danger to it. No big deal.
Lions, Bears in North Korea. Loser has to stay in North Korea forever.
No, there goes that stadium for the Bears in Arlington Heights, I guess. So. See, Broski, this is what you get with the Skol Gang podcast. There's not like Duval coming on every now and then. Like, we're talking about fun stuff. We're not necessarily talking about how we can change the roster bonus for DeAndre Swift's backup. So, yeah. We like talking hypotheticals here or at the Skol Gang podcast. Thank you very much. And making us very entertaining.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe they can take the Bears. Next time they decide they need to go find themselves again, they can go on that darkness retreat.
They can play. They play the Steelers in an ayahuasca retreat site. That'd be all right. Maybe Caleb Williams can come to terms with his inner self. I mean, that would be fine.
He already has. It's pink nail polish.
Maybe it's cabling, maybe it is, maybe it is. Bears and Steelers in hell. Wow. Okay. So Broski, Bears versus Steelers in hell. Who do you got? The Bears with Ditka or the Steelers with Ditka as the coach? Who do you got? I'll wait for a response. Think about it.
What is it going to be played?
Ditka versus the Hurricane. Only the name of the hurricane is Hurricane Ditka. Who wins? Tell me. Ditka wins. Now, which Ditka? Ditka with the Steelers or Ditka with the Bears? Which one are you referring to? He conquers Satan.
This podcast just went unhinged.
Why can't he conquer Ricky Williams, though? That's my only question to Ditka right now. Why can't he conquer Ricky Williams? Sorry, buddy. Now, I know I know our Saints fan is on here, so I'm sorry, Mr. Rio, but Ditka with the Saints or Ditka versus the Hurricane? That's the question.
No, Ditka in the Indy 500.
Ditka versus Marino. Who wins?
Marino.
All right, so we're getting Ricky Williams on Satan's kid. It's true, but at least he'll offer you a nice bowl on the way back. So look at it like that. So all right, so who in next game? Who do you think steps up and has a big game, or who shines in week 2 of the preseason? Who you got?
Gabe Murphy.
He continues to shine. Heard.
I'm going to go with Brosmer. I think he's going to keep up this momentum.
I like Brosmer a lot. If I had to pick somebody who maybe wasn't there, I'm going to put Jordan Mason on a little bit more of an extended stay. But I tell you what, I do like what I saw out of who was the third string back. And he popped off. Oh, come on. Kill me, Chesterton. Who was that third back? He looked great. Number 37. He looked impressive. He ran hard too. I liked him.
Yeah.
Well, either way, we'll discuss it next time.
All right, ladies and gents, thanks for tuning in to Skol Gang. We'll be here next Saturday. Skol.
Ditka versus Satan. Who wins? I got Ditka.
Yeah, yo, it's game time, ain't no messing around. Huddle Sports Network, the best in town. From NFL rumors to the latest trends, we got all your sports, just tune in, my friends. Catch us on Roku, Fire Stick, take your pick. Facebook, YouTube, where the action's slick. Daily shows that drop like a bomb. From 10 to 11, it's Ken and Ken, stay calm. Huddle up, catch the vibe, feel the rush. Get your news, get your fills in the clutch. Over 27 podcasts, we breaking it down. Join the team, Huddle Sports, wear the crown. Live every weekday, it's how we roll. Lions Talk with Jeremy B, we taking a stroll. From 11 to 12, don't miss a beat. We break down the game, make the info sweet. The Daily Huddle Podcast, noon to 1. CST Zone, we're just having fun. Toss your doubts, we bring the facts. Tune into the Huddle.